Yo, what up, guys? Knowledge of Health here. We are live. Alright, guys, real quick, I'm going to give you the top 3 investing principles that are practical that they don't want you to know about. These are very practical, and surprisingly, they're found in the Bible. They're not some woo-woo thing. It's not like, oh, God told me that this stock is going to go up or this and that and the third. I've seen people like that back when I started my investing journey. And I lost money on those guys, I'll tell you what. So avoid that for sure. The prophetic investing circles. Alright, guys, this is just these principles, man. Warren Buffett has used them. Pretty much all the great investors has used them. They're simple, but they're gonna blow your mind. So the first one, the first verse, it says, "Cast your bread upon many waters, and after many days it shall come back to you." Principle number 1, diversification. You're casting your bread on many waters. The waters represents the different streams. It could represent different streams of income. I just got that, real estate, REITs, ETFs, bonds, stocks. But for me, it means diversification. You don't want to put all your money into one single stock, because we never know. The CEO could be caught laundering money, and the whole money could go, the whole stock could go bankrupt, the whole company could go down. Economic conditions could target a specific company. So yeah, we never know, guys. I am huge into diversification. The second principle is in this same verse. After many days it will come back to you. This is time in the market. Warren Buffett will tell you timing the market will not beat time in the market. The guys that have done the best, they stay in the market for the long haul. We are in this for the long haul. In the short term, there's volatility. Things can go down for a year or two. Things could go down for a few years even. But in the long haul, if you just put your money into the S&P 500, which is just basically the American stocks, it goes up. Most of the time, it's going up. Over time, it's always going up. So broaden your timeline. Think long term. Think generational wealth. Time in the market beats timing the market. Not to say there isn't something to the timing the market, which brings me to the next verse. When men say there shall be a casting down, we shall say there will be a lifting up. This is the principle of when others buy, when others are fearful, and sell when others are greedy. We got to have a contrarian outlook, guys. a contrarian outlook. A lot of times when everyone's very fearful, people are selling. Listen, guys, the market moves on emotion. The market is not really based on common sense or economics at all, whatsoever. Get that out of your head. You can look at the fundamentals, and I look at all that and stuff, but the primary thing that moves the market is emotion. Fear and greed. Fear and greed are what move the market. So if people are fearful, everyone's selling, the stocks go down, that's when you accumulate. That's when you say, oh, everyone's saying there's a casting down, the economy's looking bad, things are looking horrible, we're entering into recession, America is doomed, the dollar's gonna collapse, wars breaking out. I mean, there's a zillion things, job loss is going down, inflation's too high. When men say there's a casting down, we shall say there's a lifting up. You gotta always remain bullish. You gotta always remain positive. The stock market is going up most of the time throughout history. Over 70% of the time it is going up. So if it's been going down, if there's a correction, if there's a crash, that should bring you the greatest joy as an investor. That is time to buy stuff up. If the housing market collapses, that's great if you got cash, like in the 2008 or whenever it was. Yeah, if you had cash and could buy up those houses, you're doing great now. And even with the crash, it's recovered since then. Housing is up way more now. So that's it's buy low, sell high, that type of principle. Easier said than done. If you could perfectly time it, we'd all be millionaires or billionaires or whatever. But that's why it goes back to the last point. Time in the market is even greater than timing the market. So these three principles are actually the foundation for my entire investing strategy. It's what I believe in. Some people say you can over diversify. It's probably true. I'm probably a little over diversified even, but in a way it's a defense, because even if almost everything is going down, I usually have something still that's going up. You want to have access to different sectors. Research the 11 sectors of the S&P. I can't remember all of them. I need to look it up again. But you got the consumer goods, the technology, energy, things like that, industrial, consumer discretionary. It's going to be somewhat of that nature, I believe. I need to look it up again. It's been a couple weeks. But so having access to different sectors, because the sectors of the economy, it's cyclical. Things rotate. Sometimes things might be doing really bad one year and they do great the next year. So the more you study it, the more you get in that flow, you're going to just start getting a knack for it. We can all make money. It takes some work. We're going to have to research some things. So for starters, let's look up the 11 sectors of the S&P 500. And these are some hidden jewels that are found in the Bible that over time they've worked for a lot of people. Like I said, Warren Buffett says some of these exact same things, slightly different wording, but the principles are completely there. That's why a lot of people just like to buy an ETF, S&P 500, VOO, QQQ, because of the first principle, mini waters. You're just getting access to a bunch of things. I was looking up my my IRA fund that I'm in, and it's got like 3,000 plus stocks just in their American side, which is like 56% of the fund or something. It's also got bonds, domestic and international, and then the international stocks, which is like 30% or something of the portfolio. I was just curious to see what the holdings are. There's like over 8,000 stocks in it. So I don't mind that at all. It's like a base, you know, and then I can go, I don't put a ton of money into that, just like, honestly, just like $20 a month right now. But in the past, I've put some good chunks at times when I could. In recent years, I'm more just in my personal account, because simply I don't only want to have money when I retire. I don't want to wait just until I'm 59 and a half. I'd like to be wealthier before then as well and enjoy life. So that's simply the reason. I literally only put $20 a month in that IRA retirement right now, but it's something, and I'm guaranteed gonna up it here at some point soon. But yeah, you know, I don't mind it having a base like that. For that to crash, for a stock like that to crash, or I guess it's a mutual fund, basically the whole world's economy would have to crash, and by that point we're screwed anyway, you know. Maybe World War III breaks out. Hey, and if everything crashes, great. We get stuff at a mega discount. A mega discount. Yeah, remember point number 3. Alright, guys. If you put these principles to practice, they're almost a guarantee. Like, history, the past does not necessarily guarantee future performance, but man, it's a pretty good indicator. That's all we have. So we know in the past this stuff has worked. This stuff has probably worked way before even the stock market existed. Alright, guys, become richer today than you were yesterday. There's no reason you can't do it. There's no reason you can't do it. Keep going, keep fighting. We gotta escape the matrix system, guys. They want us just working all the time, not enjoying life. I know how it is with inflation and stuff. It's crazy. So I'm doing my part to fight back the best I can. Alright, guys, peace out.